You're productive but exhausted. You're checking off tasks but missing your life. What if true productivity isn't about doing more, but about being more present with what you do? This is your guide to accomplishing what matters without sacrificing your peace. Your to-do list grows faster than you can check things off. You're multitasking but accomplishing less. You're busy but not moving forward on what truly matters. You're living in the productivity paradox. Doing more but feeling less effective. What if there's another way? What if the secret to real accomplishment isn't cramming more into your days, but bringing more presence to what you choose to do? Welcome to Mindful Productivity, a system that combines the focus of mindfulness with the effectiveness of productivity. Over the next 45 minutes, you'll learn how to achieve more meaningful results while experiencing less stress. This isn't about getting more done. It's about getting the right things done with full attention and minimal friction. Let's begin. Chapter 1. The Productivity Myth. Why doing more gets you less. We've been sold a productivity lie. That more activity equals more accomplishment. That busyness equals importance. That multitasking is efficient. Science says otherwise. The multitasking myth. Your brain cannot focus on two things at once. It switches between tasks rapidly. Each switch carries a cognitive cost called attention residue. Part of your attention stays with the previous task. Studies show multitasking can reduce productivity by 40% and increase errors by 50%. The busyness trap. Activity isn't accomplishment. You can be busy all day without moving toward what matters. The industrial age measurement of productivity, hours worked, doesn't apply to knowledge work, where value comes from insights, creativity, and focused problem-solving, not hours logged. The diminishing returns of more. After about 50 hours of work per week, productivity plateaus and then declines. After 55 hours, you might accomplish less in 70 hours than you would in 55 well-focused hours. Fatigue impairs judgment, creativity, and quality. The mindful productivity alternative. Mindful productivity asks different questions. Not, how can I do more? But what deserves my attention? Not, how can I work faster? But how can I work with more presence? Not, how can I multitask? But how can I single task effectively? This shift changes everything. Instead of trying to fit more into your container, time, you become more intentional about what goes into the container. Instead of racing through tasks, you bring full attention to each one. The result, less done, but more accomplished. Chapter 2. The intention impact alignment. Most productivity systems start with tasks. Mindful productivity starts with intention. Before you decide what to do, you clarify why you're doing anything at all. The 3 intention layers. Layer 1. Daily intention. Each morning, ask, what do I want today to be about? Not what tasks to complete, but what quality you want to bring to the day. Examples: presence, kindness, creativity, calm effectiveness. Layer 2. Project intention. For each significant undertaking, clarify. Why does this matter? What impact do I want it to have? What experience do I want while doing it? Layer 3. Task intention. Before starting any task, pause to set intention. Why am I doing this? What quality of attention will I bring? How will I know it's done well enough? The intention impact gap. Much stress comes from the gap between what you intend to do meaningful work, to be present with family, to create something valuable, and what actually happens. Scattered work, distracted family time, rushed creation. The alignment practice. Morning, set daily intention, 5 minutes. Before each significant task, pause to set task intention, 30 seconds. Evening, review alignment between intention and impact, 5 minutes. This practice creates a feedback loop. You notice when you're drifting from intention and can course correct. Over time, your days become more aligned with what matters to you, not just what's urgent. Intentional productivity means you're not just checking off tasks, you're living your values through how you work. The work becomes not just something you do, but something that expresses who you are. Chapter 3. The attention management system. Time management is outdated. In a world of infinite distractions, what matters is attention management, where you place your finite attention. Your attention is your most valuable resource. Where it goes determines what gets done and how well. The attention allocation framework. 1. Attention zones. Deep focus zone. Uninterrupted time for complex, creative, or strategic work. Administrative zone. Routine tasks, emails, organizing. Collaboration zone. Meetings, conversations, teamwork. Recovery zone. Breaks, reflection. 2. Zone alignment. Match tasks to appropriate zones. Writing report. Right arrow. Deep focus zone. Answering emails. Right arrow. Administrative zone. Team meeting. Right arrow. Collaboration zone. Lunch break. Right arrow. Recovery zone. 3. Zone protection. Protect deep focus zones from interruptions. Batch. Administrative zone. Tasks. Schedule. Collaboration zone. Intentionally honor. Recovery zone as essential, not optional. The attention audit. For 1 week, track where your attention actually goes, not where you intend it to go. Use a simple timer or app. Most people discover too little time in deep focus zone, too much fragmented time in administrative zone. Recovery zone. Treat it as afterthought rather than necessity. The attention allocation plan. Based on your audit, create your ideal weekly attention allocation. Deep focus, 15-25 hours. For knowledge workers. Administrative, 5-10 hours. Collaboration, 10-15 hours. Recovery, 10-15 hours, including lunch breaks, short breaks between zones. This isn't about rigid scheduling. It's about creating a balanced attention diet. Just as you need a balanced food diet for physical health, you need a balanced attention diet for cognitive health and effectiveness. Chapter 4. The Singletasking Protocol. Singletasking is the mindful productivity superpower. Doing one thing at a time with full attention produces higher quality work in less time with less stress. Why singletasking works. Full cognitive resources applied to one task. No switching costs. Attention residue. Deeper engagement leads to flow states. Higher quality output. Less mental fatigue. The Singletasking Protocol. 1. Task selection. Choose one task. Ask, is this the most important thing I could be doing with this time block? 2. Environment preparation. Clear physical workspace of unrelated items. Close unnecessary computer tabs / applications. Silence notifications. Set timer for focused work period. 3. Attention anchoring. Begin with 60 seconds of focused breathing to anchor attention. Place hands on work surface. Feel your seat. Take 3 deep breaths. 4. Work with full presence. When attention wanders, it will gently return to the task without self-criticism. Each return strengthens your attention muscle. 5. Completion ritual. When the timer goes off or task is complete, acknowledge completion. Take 3 breaths. Briefly note what you accomplished. Clean workspace for next task. The singletasking spectrum. Not all tasks require the same level of singletasking. Deep singletasking. Complex tasks requiring creativity, problem solving, learning. Moderate singletasking. Familiar tasks requiring some attention. Light singletasking. Routine tasks that can accommodate mild distraction. The key is matching the task to the appropriate singletasking intensity. Even light singletasking is better than multitasking. Building singletasking capacity. Start with short periods, 10-15 minutes, and gradually increase. Your attention muscle, like any muscle, needs training. Expect initial discomfort. That's your multitasking habit fighting for survival. Chapter 5. The mindful transitions practice. Much productivity loss happens in transitions between tasks, between meetings, between work modes. Unconscious transitions waste time and scatter attention. Mindful transitions preserve momentum and maintain presence. The transition types. 1. Micro-transitions between tasks. Pause for 3 breaths before starting next task. Ask, am I finished with the previous task? Physically and mentally. Clear workspace. Physically or digitally. Set intention for next task. 2. Meso transitions between work blocks. Stand up, stretch, look away from screen, walk briefly, even around room. Hydrate, acknowledge completion of previous block. 3. Macro transitions, between work and non-work. Create ritual to mark transition, change clothes, specific music, walk. Mentally review what was accomplished, consciously release work thoughts, set intention for non-work time, the transition timer. Set timer for 5 minutes between significant work blocks. Use this time for mindful transition rather than immediately jumping to next task or checking phone. The benefits of mindful transitions: reduces cognitive carryover. Previous task doesn't pollute next one, creates psychological closure. Completes one thing before starting another, prevents buildup of unnoticed fatigue. Regular micro breaks increases presence. You arrive fully to each new activity, the transition checklist. Before moving to next task, is this task complete enough for now? What's the next action if I return to it later? What do I need to remember about it? What intention will I bring to the next task? Without mindful transitions, you drag mental baggage from one task to another. With mindful transitions, you arrive fresh to each new endeavor. Chapter 6. The energy-aware scheduling. Traditional scheduling focuses on time. Mindful productivity scheduling focuses on energy. You have different types of energy at different times, and different tasks require different energy types. The energy types. 1. Creative energy, for strategic thinking, problem solving, writing, designing. When? Usually morning for most people. Duration, 60-90 minute block. Signs: focused, flowing, ideas connecting. 2. Administrative energy, for email, organizing, routine tasks. When? Afternoon energy dip or between creative blocks. Duration, 30-60 minute block. Signs: methodical, detail-oriented, completing. 3. Social energy, for meetings, collaboration, networking. When? Mid-morning or mid-afternoon. Duration, 30-90 minutes depending on intensity. Signs: engaging, exchanging, connecting. 4. Recovery energy, for breaks, reflection, learning, planning. When? Between other energy blocks, beginning/end of day. Duration, 5-30 minutes. Signs: resting, absorbing, restoring. Your personal energy map. Track your energy for 1 week. Notice, when are you most creative? When does your energy dip? What activities drain versus energize you? How long can you sustain different energy types? Energy-aware scheduling principles. Match task to energy. Creative work during creative energy times. Respect energy cycles. Schedule breaks before your depleted. Transition between energy types. Don't jump from creative to social without buffer on or recovery. Schedule it like any other important activity, the weekly energy plan. Based on your energy map, create a template week. Monday, creative planning. Tuesday, Wednesday. Deep creative work, Thursday. Social/collaboration, Friday. Administrative wrap-up. Planning next week within each day. Morning. Highest energy tasks. Afternoon dip. Administrative or routine tasks, late afternoon. Medium energy tasks, end of day. Planning for tomorrow. Recovery. This isn't rigid, it's a framework that respects your human energy patterns rather than fighting them. Chapter 7. The mindful communication protocol. Communication consumes massive amounts of productive time and energy. Mindful communication makes it more effective and less draining. The 3 communication contexts. 1. Asynchronous, email, messaging. Intention before sending. Why am I sending this? What response do I want? Batch processing. Check 2-3 times daily, not constantly. Template responses. For common inquiries, clear subject lines. Specific, actionable. Designated response times. Set expectations about when you'll respond. 2. Synchronous, meetings, calls. Purpose required. No meeting without clear purpose and agenda. Time boxing. 25 or 50 minutes instead of 30 or 60. Mindful presence. One conversation at a time. Devices away. Action clarity. End with clear next steps and owner's follow-up. Simplicity. Bullet points, not transcripts. 3. In-person, impromptu conversations. Presence practice. Stop what you're doing. Make eye contact, boundary grace. I'd love to talk. Can we schedule 10 minutes at 3 p.m.? Listening fully. Not planning response while other speaks, clear closure. Thanks for that. I'll get back to work now. The communication energy audit. Which communication drains you? Which energizes? Which is necessary? Which could be eliminated or streamlined? The mindful email practice. Before sending any email, pause for one breath, ask, is this necessary? Review. Is it clear, concise, kind? Send with intention, not just reaction. The meeting mindfulness. During meetings, place devices out of sight, listen with full attention, speak with intention. Not just to fill space. Notice when meeting has served its purpose and suggest wrapping up. Mindful communication respects everyone's time and attention. It values quality of interaction over quantity. It creates clarity instead of confusion. Chapter 8. The completion compassion balance productivity systems often create completion obsession and anxious drive to finish everything. Mindful productivity balances completion with compassion, recognizing that some things won't get done, and that's okay. The completion realities. 1. You will never finish everything. Your potential tasks always exceed your available time and energy. Accepting this is liberating, not depressing. 2. Not everything needs to be done. Many tasks on your list could disappear with no negative consequences. Many are someone else's priority, not yours. 3. Done is better than perfect. Completion at 80% quality is often more valuable than perfection never achieved. The mindful completion practice. 1. The daily enough list. Each morning, identify what would make today feel enough. Not everything you could do, but what would feel satisfyingly complete. 2. The weekly completion ceremony. Each Friday, review the week. Acknowledge what you completed. Celebrate it. Then release what you didn't complete, either reschedule it or let it go. 3. The good enough threshold. For each task, define what good enough looks like. Not perfection, not mediocre. Good enough to serve its purpose. 4. The compassionate incompletion. When you don't complete something, don't default to self-criticism. Ask, what prevented completion? Learn, what does this teach me about my planning or priorities? Adjust, what will I do differently next time? The task triage system. 1. Essential, must be done by me, to my standard, by deadline. 2. Important, should be done, but could be delegated or done to lower standard. 3. Optional, would be nice, no consequences if not done. 4. Eliminate, doesn't need to be done at all. Most people spend too much time on optional and eliminate categories because they're easier than essential and important. The completion compassion mantra. I will do what matters with full attention to a standard that serves its purpose. I will release what doesn't matter. I will be compassionate with myself when I don't complete everything, because no one completes everything. This balance prevents productivity from becoming another source of stress and self-criticism. It keeps productivity in service of your life, not the other way around. Chapter 9. The Presence Productivity Loop. The ultimate mindful productivity secret. Presence increases productivity, which creates satisfaction, which makes presence easier. It's a virtuous cycle. How presence increases productivity. Fewer errors. When fully present, you make fewer mistakes that require rework. Deeper insights. Presence allows connections and insights that haste misses. Flow states. Presence enables the absorption that characterizes peak performance. Less resistance. When fully engaged, procrastination and resistance diminish efficient learning. Presence accelerates skill acquisition. How productivity increases presence. When you're productively engaged in meaningful work, anxiety decreases. Purposeful action reduces worry. Satisfaction increases. Accomplishment feels good. Mind chatter quiets. Focused attention calms the default mode. Network energy aligns. You're using your energy purposefully. Cultivating the loop. 1. Start with micropresence. Begin tasks with 60 seconds of full presence. Feel your body. Notice your breathing. Set intention. 2. Notice the productivity-presence connection. When you catch yourself being particularly productive, check, am I also particularly present? When you're particularly present, check, am I also particularly productive? 3. Create presence anchors. Designate specific cues that trigger presence. Opening your laptop, starting a meeting, beginning a creative session, answering the phone. 4. Measure presence, not just output. In addition to tracking tasks completed, track presence quality. How often was I fully present today? What helped presence? What hindered it? The presence productivity feedback. At the end of each day, ask, when was I most present today? When was I most productive today? Where did these overlap? What can I learn from this? Over time, you'll notice patterns. You'll discover that your most productive times are also your most present times. This insight transforms your relationship with productivity from a grind to a practice of presence. Chapter 10. The Sustainable Productivity System. Mindful productivity isn't a technique you use occasionally. It's a sustainable system for working and living. It balances accomplishment with well-being, striving with acceptance, effort with ease. The system components. 1. Daily rhythm. Morning intention setting, energy-matched task scheduling, mindful transitions between activities, regular recovery breaks, evening reflection and release. 2. Weekly rhythm. Monday planning with intention, impact alignment. Tuesday, Thursday deep work blocks, Friday completion and review, weekend true recovery. No work. 3. Monthly rhythm. Review of what worked / didn't, adjustment of systems based on learning, big picture alignment, check planning for coming month. 4. Quarterly rhythm. Strategic review, learning, integration, system refinement, rest and renewal periods. The sustainable productivity mindset. 1. Progress, not perfection. Some days will be more mindful than others. Some weeks will be more productive than others. The system is there to return to, not to execute perfectly. 2. Flexibility within structure. The rhythms provide structure, not rigidity. Within them, there's flexibility to respond to changing circumstances. 3. Compassion as foundation. Self-compassion when you fall short of intentions. Compassion for others' productivity journeys. Recognizing that everyone is doing their best with their current resources. 4. Continuous learning. Every day provides data about what works for you. The system evolves as you learn. The ultimate goal, not to become a productivity machine, but to become a human who works effectively while remaining fully human. To accomplish meaningful things without sacrificing presence, health, or relationships. To contribute your gifts to the world without burning out in the process. Mindful productivity recognizes that how you work affects who you become. Rushed, distracted work creates a rushed, distracted person. Present, intentional work creates a present, intentional person. The work shapes the worker as much as the worker shapes the work. You now have the mindful productivity system, a complete approach to accomplishing what matters with presence and purpose. From aligning intention with impact to managing your attention instead of just your time. From single tasking to mindful transitions, from energy-aware scheduling to compassionate completion, all creating a sustainable productivity practice. This isn't about adding more to your already full plate. It's about changing how you relate to what's already on your plate. Start small tomorrow, maybe with morning intention setting, maybe with one single tasking session, maybe with mindful transitions between meetings. Build gradually. Notice what works for you. Adjust the system to your life, not your life to the system. Over time, you'll find yourself accomplishing more of what matters with less stress and more satisfaction. You'll find that productivity and presence aren't opposites, they're partners. And when they work together, you work better, live better, and contribute better. That's the promise of mindful productivity. And it begins with your very next conscious breath before your very next intentional action.